Hi, Cancer. This is going to be your monthly reading for the month of October. Let's see what's going on for you this month. I'll start out with some oracle cards and then I'll get some tarot too. Let's see what main energies are playing out for you this month. We have for Cancer. We got the full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. And luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. All right. I feel like the message here for some of you is that it's okay for you to show up as you are. It does seem to be whatever you're showing up towards right now, it's in your favor with this new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very lucky sign, is very benevolent. There's a lot of acceptance that goes along with this. So some of you may feel accepted just as you are, let's say. Be accepted into a group, into a crowd. You may also encounter people during this month that bring some luck into your life, because Aquarius is a sign of crowds, of yeah, like networking, things like that. So you could be meeting people that are lucky for you right now. No, that's not right. How do I want to say that? Yeah, there's like some lucky encounters that could come up this month for you. I feel like you are more comfortable this month to just kind of be out there, to show up. I'm also kind of drawn to this bow and arrow here. I feel like you have a specific target in mind. For some of you, this could be a target audience, because the Aquarius sign is also very like public. You're out there in the world. Um, you have some sort of a target in mind here. You have a full moon and a new moon here. So there's like new beginnings and culminations also playing out here. Some of you, you might have done a lot of internal work that is culminating into you being more comfortable, being out, being seen, um, meeting the right people, networking with the right people, putting your knowledge out there. So yeah, it's a very good vibration. It's a very good vibe. I hate that word vibration. Let's go with vibe. It's a good vibe. Especially this lucky card here. I feel like you're gonna hit your target this month with whatever that target is for you. Yeah, you're just gonna hit it this month. There's a lot of things coming into play for you that are beneficial. Sagittarius is a very, very beneficial sign. So let's see what the tarot has for you. What does Cancer need to know for the month of October? What's coming up for Cancer? Give us some messages for Cancer. Wow, okay. A lot of pentacles in your reading. So what you don't see coming is the King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of focus on your financial situation this month. You also have Five and Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So there's like a weird contrast here between feeling abundant and um, feeling like you don't have abundance, like you need to be careful or be mindful of your spending. And I'm also hearing how you generate that wealth, how you generate that income. That seems to be a major focus for you right now. Now, because you do have this lucky card here and the King of Pentacles, I do feel like your financial situation is improving. That may be something that you don't see coming this month, although we do have the Ten of Pentacles here. So your financial situation is improving. It's, it, your message is pretty straightforward here, I would say. Some of you may be receiving help here from other people, it seems. A King of Pentacles in particular could be a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Um, but you've got more Taurus energy here, so could be connecting to someone like that that is perhaps helping you out, because the Six of Pentacles does indicate help when needed. There's like an evening out of a situation, like being even with something. Equal give and take, equal measure of something. I will have to go a little bit deeper into this because, I mean, the message is pretty straightforward, and there's like a generosity here that is coming up for you. And again, you could be meeting the right people at the right time. Something is going in your favor here. Like I mentioned before when I pulled out the oracle cards, and it seems to be of a financial nature. You could be meeting the right people. You could be meeting people that could invest in your ideas, that could invest into your business. Or if you don't, have a business or have any ideas, this is you receiving help of some sort to stabilize the situation, to make something fair, to make something equal. All right, you also have the Ace of Wands here, which is a new beginning. Um, I feel like it is some sort of a new target here for you. It could be, again, something connected to Sagittarius new moon here, which is not in October. It will be in December at some point, but that may be a point of reference for some of you to start something new, at that point. But things are looking good. I feel like things are looking up for you. Like there is an ending here to a more tough situation. Things are balancing out for you. Of course, as I clarify, some other things might come up, but the way things look, they look pretty good for you this month, Cancer. I feel like if you've been worried about money, you've been worried about um, getting the right amount, or you balancing things out of how much do I get versus how much do I, put out, like when you receive payment and where, you have to pay your bills or whatever. There's like an evening out of scores here, I feel like. So let's clarify. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles for Cancer. What is the Six of Pentacles? The Six of Cups. Again, this is another balanced number here. Equality? Equality. um, being very even-handed here, like there's a balancing of something, which is also emotional in nature with the Six of Cups. Feeling like this is the right state to be in. Again, it could indicate some help here. Some help is coming up for you because it does come after the five. Okay, let me see. One more. What is this about? The Sun. Yeah, this is a very happy time for you. And I feel like it does have something to do with finally receiving what you wanted for a long time. And it's got a lot of happiness attached to it. For some of you, it could be a connection of a sort, like a childhood type of thing, because in the Sun card in this deck, we do have two children here looking up at the Sun. Could be some sort of a childhood, like nostalgic feeling or something like that that's coming up that somehow is attached to this idea of fairness, of receiving what you need at the right time. And that's really what luck is. It's like getting what you need at the right time, being in the right place at the right time. So it's got kind of that same vibe. So whatever this is, there's a lot of happiness attached to it. Some of you could be reconnecting with some past person or past situation, past circumstance that was once happy, that was once bringing you a lot of joy. So yeah, this is very positive. I feel like you are finally getting to a place of balance, even emotionally and financially at the same time. And this could be, just you receiving that help as you need it, and that's actually bringing you so much relief that you just become happy. Could be as simple as that. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Could be a family situation, a sort of family tie, some sort of lineage here. Um, inheritance, things of that nature, that could be with this combination. But I mean, obviously, that's not going to be for everybody, but it seems to be tied up to some sort of um, lineage of yours, family structure, or something like that. What is the Ten of Pentacles for Cancer? The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. It's interesting, kind of a weird mix of knights here, mix of energies. The Knight of Wands is really fast and impulsive and doesn't really have any plan of any kind, just kind of rushes in, while the Knight of Pentacles is very meticulous and very diligent and very, very grounded, while the Knight of Wands is very ungrounded energy. It's very all over the place. But you do have a lot of pentacles here, like pulling you down. So maybe the issue of grounding could be something that comes up for you. You may feel a little bit too excitable. There's something exciting you here, and it probably has something to do with investments, with money, with things of that nature. So, if you're planning on investing money into something, just make sure you take the proper steps to understand how that works, to not rush into something. I heard to put your money where your mouth is. Okay, that's sound advice. So it's that sort of thing, because the Knight of Wands can be someone that is just like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna like push through something and everything's gonna be great, but they just don't have really like the plan to do it. So I feel like that's what Spirit meant, like put your money where your mouth is, because you need to actually have some sort of a plan to create some sort of structure here. There's a lot of movement here. You could be connecting to a Sagittarius because the Knight of Wands is a Sagittarius card, so that shows up twice. It could be this person that's kind of like either coming back from the past or maybe someone new that's kind of bringing in that sort of that joy, that excitable feeling. But there's also needs to be like some kind of stability to the situation. It's not just like in the moment kind of thing that burns out quickly. It's these two nights. I mean, if you kind of put them to meet in the middle, this is it, this is like passion meets um, perseverance. You know, it's like because there's such different energies, and it all has to do with stability and structure and you know, the tangible stuff. This is where your passion and your enthusiasm for something needs to meet that diligence, that perseverance, that hard work, you know, because I do see you being very excitable here about something, especially with the sun being here. There's a lot of force here to, there's a lot of optimism and a lot of inspiration that comes up here. Maybe to make money for some of you, it's just that straightforward. But that enthusiasm has to have like a solid plan kind of thing. I love your reading, Cancer. It's very nice. Lovely. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. What is this new passion of yours? There is a new passion here that is definitely showing up through, whether it's a person or something else. I feel like it's like some sort of passionate idea on how to improve your financial situation for some of you. What's the Eight of Wands? Sorry, the Ace of Wands. What is the Ace of Wands? The Hanged Man. And the Nine of Wands. Okay. I feel like this is some sort of an idea that you are revisiting, Cancer. This is not new. I mean, it's new because you haven't actually lifted it off the ground, but it's something that you probably are revisiting with the Hanged Man and the Knight of Wands, because it feels like this is something you might have thought of before or something that came to you before, but for some reason it just didn't go anywhere, you know. Now, if this didn't happen in the past, because I look at the third card more like the future energy, there is some sort of a new spark here that is being ignited for you, whether it's someone igniting it for you, a person, or some sort of an idea of yours that you have. But there's a lot of stagnancy attached to it, but not like in a bad way, because the Hanged Man is trying to find an unusual solution to a problem. You know, it's like trying to see something, you know, kind of see how things go, or testing the waters. Also, what I'm hearing here. What is this Nine of Wands about? The Knight of Cups. You've got three knights here. I feel like this is something you're considering pursuing, or maybe somebody's pursuing you, but there is some. I feel like this someone is stalling here. You know, either you're stalling, starting something, or someone else is. Because Knights talk about taking action, like literally just implementing ideas and going out there and make it happen. But you're kind of stalling here. Could be attached to some sort of an emotional inconsistency with the Knight of Cups. You could be like really passionate about something 1 minute, and then the next minute it's like your mood goes away and you feel drained and exhausted by it. Either because you've tried it many times before with the Nine of Wands, or you just can't see clearly, like you can't see a different angle to the same thing. It's a good idea, whatever it is, because you've got a lot of other positive cards, but it's like there's a stagnation here in the process of actually going for it. I feel like you kind of like you get really passionate about it, and you may even talk about it, and you can see that it's like so important to you, but then when it comes to actually doing it, there's something going on there, some sort of a hang up. I want to say something a little bit. Well, actually, no. Let's get you some advice, because I feel like I'm kind of being drawn to give you some advice here. What is the advice for Cancer here? Queen of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Devil. Okay, some interesting advice. It feels like your sense of worth is like maybe tied up into some disappointments here, and I feel like um, there's like a shadowy aspect here to when it comes to your self-worth with this Queen of Pentacles. Um, your advice is to deal with your feelings of unworthiness in some way. And to kind of take a step back and maybe analyze the situation, make sure there are no red flags into something. If you're planning on pursuing something, just make sure you see the situation clearly, and to take into account your own well-being and your needs to be met, whether this is a relationship or some other type of endeavor. But there's also like a feeling of unworthiness here, or some issue of value or values. Yeah, your advice is to look at some unresolved issues, whatever those may be, because there's some disappointment here and some um, kind of some maybe some sabotaging behavior here that comes up for you with the Devil that may undermine your sense of worth. So, you're being advised to kind of look into that and to process some of the negative emotions that are underneath the surface. Maybe that is what is making you slow down and stall this new beginning that you have here. You seem to be, well, I wouldn't say afraid to start something, but you seem to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of feeling dejected in a way, like, you have some great idea, but it's like it doesn't go anywhere. So there's that sensation of like, okay, so what do I do with this? I have nothing to do with it. I can't do anything with it. So where do I take it? It's that sort of a feeling. Anyway, Cancer, that was my reading for you. It's overall a good month, but I do feel like there is some stalling and some resignation going on there where, you can't quite find your footing in a situation. Even though you're being drawn to put your energy into it, somehow you just feel like it's not worth it or it's not going to take you anywhere. All right. So I wish you the best, Cancer. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.